we should do all the THs. And we're just doing initial today. Okay, let me see if there's anything here. Not that one. Probably not thorax. Who thinks of these words? Like they're digging deep for some TH words here. Thorax is one of them. Thereby, no.
Wait, go down. I think I found one that you should get rid of.
Which one? Thermometer? Totally. You totally can do thermometer.
Oh,
whatever.
I didn't know what that said.
Oh, did you just see it was a really long word? And you thought, let's not have that one?
Yeah.
You can totally do it. Okay, here we go.
13. 13.
Yeah, I don't want you to read the words, okay?
13.
Good. Oh, than.
Then.
This. Throw.
Throw. Thread.
Thread.
Sorry. Them.
Them. Thanks.
Thigh.
Thigh.
Again, thigh.
Thigh.
Got it. Oh, therefore.
Therefore.
Thin.
Thin. Third. Thick.
Yeah, that one's thin, and that one is
Thick. Thumb.
thief.
Thief.
Yeah, we're going to get rid of that
Money
one.
from that.
Okay, so we're at 100% for words. Okay, so we're going to go back. We're going to do phrases, okay? Do the same words.
Oh,
13, right?
13.
Phrases, okay? The number 13.
The number 13.
Great, John. I'll let you do the clicks, okay? More than you.
More than you.
Click,
Oh, which one do I press?
click.
Click.
Good. This is mine.
This is mine. Do I press? Which one do I press?
Well, this is a bad job, and this is a good job. So it's a good job.
This is mine.
Okay, throw the ball.
Throw the ball.
Excuse me.
Throw the ball.
Got it. Go.
Should I press X?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pull a thread.
Pull a thread. Thread.
Yeah, you noticed it, though. Good job. Jim told them.
Jim told them.
A big thanks.
A big thanks.
A sore thigh.
A sore thigh.
Have you ever had a shot in your thigh? When you're a baby, you used to get shots in your thigh. That's where they give them. Hey, can I ask you why you didn't fix that?
I don't remember anything.
You don't remember them? I don't really remember either, but I bet you had a sore thigh. Okay, therefore I missed.
Therefore I missed.
Mary is thin.
Mary is thin.
He was third.
He was third.
A thick line.
A thick line.
My thumb.
My thumb.
Oh, we won't do that one. Okay, so we're going to go back and we're going to do sentences now, right? Can you make it go back to 13 for me?
Report a thief.
Okay, what was we got 85%. Okay, she's definitely doing pretty well. Okay, let's do sentences on this one. Ready? I don't think the number 13 is unlucky.
I don't think the number 13 is unlucky.
Okay.
Oh.
Check.
Check.
Okay. 10 is greater than 5.
10 is greater than 5.
Okay, check. This is my locker.
This is my locker.
Good. Check. He's trying to throw the ball far.
He's trying to throw the ball far.
Check.
Huh?
Check.
He is trying. Oh.
Check.
I keep forgetting.
You keep forgetting. There's so much to do. Okay.
I don't remember. I don't know what you mean first.
Okay. Lori used a thread to stitch the tear.
Laura used a thread to stitch the hair.
Good. Jim told them to sit down.
Jim told them to sit down.
Good. Jimmy told Jill thanks.
Jimmy told Jill thanks.
Check. Whose thigh is sore from running?
His thigh is sore from running.
So I don't think that baby's been running anywhere. What do you think?
Me neither.
I think they should have maybe said his thigh is sore from the shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was sick and therefore I missed school today.
I was sick and therefore I missed school today.
Check.
But he's an adult.
He's an adult, I know. Mary is a thin girl.
Mary is a thin girl.
He came in 3rd place in the race.
He came in 3rd place in the race.
This is a thick line.
This is a thick line.
John hurt his right thumb.
John hurt his right thumb.
Okay, what did we get? 85%? Wow. Okay, you're doing pretty well.
Wait, can I do
You want to do this one? Joe reported the theft to the police.
Joe reported the thief to the police.
The theft.
I don't even know what that means.
Well, a thief is the person who steals, and a theft means that somebody stole it from you. Like, we have not had, knock on wood, we have not had a theft here. We've not had somebody come and steal stuff here.
Good. Maybe at our house.
Yeah.
Right, Daddy?
That's right. Because we have Saoirse,
And then she's
the tech cat.
basically the opposite of a cat. She would have.
Is she really an attack cat?
No.
No.
Most skittish, nervous cat I've ever seen.
She always hides.
Oh, I was kind of picturing, I had a whole different picture in my head. Okay, so let me show you, Kira. Last time we had, here were your numbers last time. We had 82, 90, 82. This week we have 100, 85, 85. They're definitely a little bit better, but there's still just a couple that are tricky for you. So, you know what, this is getting too easy for you, so I'm going to say next time we need to do a story. Because this is too easy.
Okay.
But you still do make some mistakes, and we want to catch those, right? Okay. You know what I really liked? A
What?
couple times when you made a mistake, you noticed it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that you can do that. Okay, I'm going to say she notices some of her mistakes.
I will ask you mentioned earlier, is it typical for to leave one off like that? She's perfectly fine if one falls off. She won't do it until we
Oh.
say something.
You know, the kids, they don't seem to hear like ear and ear. It's kind of more central.
Okay.
And so they don't really seem to notice. I've had actually teenagers come in, and we do a listening check with everybody who comes in the door, and we do a listening check and we say take off one of your implants, and they take it off and they're like, wait, this one's dead.
Oh.
They're like, really? How long has it been dead? Like, I don't know. And like, so I think it's hard for them to judge it
Okay.
because I think it isn't like an ear thing. I think it's more like middle of their head kind of
Okay.
stuff. So I think that's what happens.
Oh, we're wondering because I can't tell. Sometimes I can't tell if she's being truthful, if like she didn't know it was off or something, or
Yeah.
just, and I yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I would say that's the first time I've ever noticed her do that, and I would say it's probably just that she didn't realize.
Okay.
I actually see that a lot with kids that I work with.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know. No, I didn't know because sometimes one will fall off like that, and I'm like, Kira, fix your ear. She'll go, oh.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't know if she's just messing with me or she's just okay.
I don't think she's messing with us. I think that's the way it is. You think?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Last time we did a story. Do you remember when we did that? And I said you did a fantastic job with it. I was so impressed. So since you did such a good job on telling that story, I was wondering if you could maybe tell me this story without reading the words.
What?
You just kind of tell me the story.
What story?
The story about Callie.
Oh.
If you wanted to use the pictures to remind you, you can do that. But I just don't want you to read the story. I want you to tell me the story with your words, okay?
Okay.
All right.
I don't remember it that much at all now.
No?
What?
Well, maybe the pictures will remind you, okay?
Okay. I'm just gonna cover all the words.
Good job. Good job. Here, let's just do this.
Uh,
We'll do this, and then that will make it easier.
okay.
So you can say, once upon a time.
Once upon a time. We're gonna have to pull this right.
Okay. I'm going to do this page. Once upon a time, there was a boy named Callie. And Callie lived in India, where there were lots of snakes. No. I'm making this up. I can remember parts of the story. He lived in India where there were lots of snakes, and his dad had a very important job. His dad was a snake catcher.
You're reading that.
No, I'm not. I'm looking at this.
Kira.
His dad was a snake catcher.
Oh, you got it all good.
You remember that, don't you?
No, I forgot some stuff. Oh, you know what? I should have said he was on his way to school, but he wasn't hurrying because he didn't like to go to school. Okay, so you could tell me, remember about these kids? What happened with these kids?
Let's see.
See, one, on the first day of school, do you remember what happened?
On the first day of school, all the class had to stand up and tell the whole class about each other.
About their fathers.
About their fathers and where they live.
Okay.
I
I think
Can you just tell me?
one kid said that his dad was a postman.
No. One kid said.
Oh,
Let's see.
a bus conductor.
One kid said his father was my name is.
Don't do names. No. He said, my dad is a bus conductor.
My dad is a bus conductor.
And then she said, my dad's a...
And then she said my dad's a
postman.
postman.
Yeah. And then when it was Callie's turn...
When it was Callie's turn, she felt a little proud. She
said, he said, it's Callie's a boy.
Oh, he said,
My dad's a doctor.
no.
Oh, no? Okay. What did he say?
He said, my dad's a snake catcher.
And...
All the kids grinned and laughed at him.
And he felt...
Embarrassed.
He felt embarrassed. Yeah. Yeah.
I would have been embarrassed too.
Yeah, remember when we talked about feeling embarrassed?
Yeah.
That's a good example of feeling embarrassed, right? Mm-hmm. And so that was a long time ago. And still, Callie was embarrassed because his dad was a snake catcher. Mm-hmm. Right? Okay. So Callie got to school.
When the bell rang, right? The class came and had sandwiches.
Okay, I think it's maybe lunchtime, right?
Yeah.
So when it was lunchtime.
When Callie opened his bag, he said, "Oh no, fried termites."
Fried termites.
His favorite, actually.
Right, but so why did he say, oh no?
But what if someone saw?
He was feeling... He was feeling embarrassed about what his favorite food was, right?
Callie quickly sat on the wall and quickly ate his snack.
Right.
Finished his snack.
Right. Let's do this part first, okay?
Okay. After school, the teacher they had the same teacher but a different subject.
And what kind of a student was Callie? Was he a good student or was he a bad student?
Good student.
He was a really good student, wasn't he? Wasn't he? He was really smart.
But he wanted to fail for some reason.
Well, I think he just didn't want to go to school. He was like, maybe if I do a really bad job, they won't make me keep coming back.
Yeah.
But he's a really good student.
Yeah.
He's very clever. But then, do you remember?
But when Callie came up to it was Callie's turn to give the board to the teacher. The teacher, instead of getting a stick pointing at the wrong one, he got a pat on the back.
He got a pat on the back. And then, do you remember what happened up here?
And then the teacher said, "This is the kind of work I want to see."
Exactly. But look what he's doing right now.
Then the teacher went under the desk.
This is the kind of work I want to see. Like that?
Yeah.
No. Think about what happened here. You have to be clever about this one. Look at this kid.
It says then the kids, I just saw them.
Did you just notice it? Yeah. It's an important clue, isn't it?
I just know.
I know. Okay, so.
When the class flew and flipped around the classroom,
Well, how about if we say, all of a sudden,
one kid looked up, pointed, a snake.
and then,
So everybody went crazy.
yep, the teacher hid under the table.
Yeah, because it was up there.
That's
You should have
right.
went on top because that snake would have.
I know, but then he'd be
fell.
closer. I think that's pretty smart, because if he's going to fall down, he's protected. I don't know. I don't think there's a good spot in this room, actually. But
I would run out of the place and go to the cafeteria.
maybe, I don't know if they have a cafeteria. They were eating outside. Yeah. Okay, so now,
Or the principal's office. I would go there.
could be, maybe they have one. I'm not sure if they have one, though. So anyway, everybody freaked out. So I like when you were kind of making up your story, and you're like, he said, everybody should do this kind of a job. And then he got under his desk. What? That didn't even make sense. But now it makes sense, doesn't it? Now that you saw that, it makes better sense. Okay. So,
When Callie didn't understand at first.
okay.
So Callie looked up. It was a snake. A giant rat snake. Maybe Callie's father said sometimes snakes mistake humans as rats.
Okay.
So maybe this snake thought,
you fix it?
wonderful, a room full of rats.
So,
And then the snake quickly fell down, and it was terrified.
and it was terrified?
Yeah.
You think the snake's
Yeah.
terrified too?
Yeah.
I think so too. Because he was expecting rats, and here he found a whole room full of people, right?
Yeah, but the snake went to both sides, but then as the children went to the opposite side.
Yeah, the children went to the opposite side.
Yeah.
Okay, there they are. They're like going crazy.
That's a non-poisonous snake.
I know, but do the kids know that?
No.
No, the kids don't know that. They just see a snake, and they're freaked out, right? If I had to tell you, if there's a snake in the classroom, if a snake comes in here, I'm jumping on the table. I'm going to put you up on the table, and then I'm getting up too.
You know what I would do? I would jump off.
Really? You would get down by a snake?
Yeah. You know why?
Why?
I'm not afraid of snakes.
I would be afraid if a big snake like that was in the lobby and just came around the corner. I'd be freaking out.
I'm almost scared of a reticulated python.
Did you say python?
Yeah.
Can you fix it?
Python.
Got it. Nice job. Okay. So anyway, everybody's freaking out, and then tell me about Callie.
Callie, all the kids freaked out, but Callie was brave enough to quickly go over there, try to grab the snake.
Okay.
Quickly the snake struck. Luckily, it missed Callie's hand. Callie quickly grabbed it by the back of its head and grabbed its. And the other hand grabbed its long, muscular body.
Good memory.
Soon, Callie was wrapped up in a snake.
Wow, that would kind of scare me too. I'd be a little scared.
Ooh,
Okay, so
look at that. Ooh.
Remember what he said?
Callie said. Callie was proud. All the kids were happy. He thought he was confused at.
He thought.
He thought.
He thought.
He thought.
Got it.
He thought there was another snake because he was confused. But actually, all the kids were happy. They got off they got off from the other sides of the room, the opposite of the side, the rooms of the snake. But then they walked towards the snake.
Did they walk towards the snake?
Yeah, they actually.
I knew. You're on
Look,
my
they
list of
are.
people
See
to call.
that cat?
You're on my list.
See that?
I think the other drawer.
See that cat's right walking?
Yeah, but were they walking towards him, do you think? I don't think I would walk towards him. I'd be just like, good job. Stay over there.
They would say, and then they said, Callie, Callie.
That's right. And do you remember what Callie said?
Callie said,
He said, I need to find a bag to put the snake in, because what's he going to do with it?
he's gonna take it to the zoo.
And what's he going to get?
A dress for his sis.
They're going to give him a dress? Here's the snake. Can you give me a dress?
No, like money.
Money. Got it. Okay. So what changed for Callie after that?
Huh?
What changed for Callie? Oh, the kids did come over. Ooh. So what changed for Callie after this happened?
That the Callie, everybody wanted to sit next to Callie because he was so brave.
Everybody thought he was cool, right?
Yeah.
Do you think Callie still didn't want to go to school?
No.
I bet he was probably happy to go to school now.
Yep.
He has lots of friends. What do you think about the teacher?
He's probably still scared.
It's a little embarrassing that one of his kids did the capturing
But
and he was curled up on a table.
That's supposed to be so embarrassing.
Yeah.
But what if I was the person who picked up the snake and you were on the table, Daddy? Imagine that.
I would be embarrassed and mad
Yeah,
at
I
you.
think he's a little embarrassed about it.
I would have picked up the snake even though I would do exactly what Callie did.
Hey, you did an awesome job with that story. Very nice. You remembered a lot of the words too. And I wasn't expecting that. I just was expecting that you would remember kind of what happened. But I loved that you remembered all the embarrassed parts because that's one of the things that we've talked about, right?
Yeah,
Times when people feel
and
embarrassed.
there's one really hard part.
What was it?
When I remembered when it was actually said muscular body.
I couldn't believe you remembered muscular body. Yeah, I didn't remember that, and I read the story. And I'm grown up. So, nicely done.
So usually I have really bad memory.
Well, I would say you had a really fantastic memory
amazing
for that
memory.
one. All right, so now I think we should do.
It was really hard to remember all that though.
Well, you did a good job on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so today I want to talk about something. I want to talk about. We didn't talk about flexible thinking last time, did we? That doesn't sound familiar, does it? I don't have it written down. I don't think we did it, but I don't want to do it if we've done it. So, I want to talk a little bit about thinking, okay? So everybody thinks, right?
Mm-hmm.
I thought about Cheryl when Cheryl walked in. I was thinking about her just because I saw her and I was thinking about her and I thought, oh, she has a cute outfit on today.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I saw you, I thought, you look like a who? And then when I saw Quinn, remember what the first thing I said to her?
Mm-hmm. He thought she looked like a teenager.
I think she looks like a teenager, but you said you fought. I fought?
You thought. Thought.
Oh, I thought. Okay. I thought she looked like a teenager. Yeah, I totally did. And I didn't say what I thought about Dad, but I said I thought Dad looks like he's pretty tan. Looks like he's been outside a lot. And Quinn was pretty tan too, I
He always
noticed.
like that.
Is he always like that?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so people think about other people all the time, right? So when you came in
Mhm.
and you saw me, what were you thinking?
I thought you had a really cute dress.
Oh, that was really nice. Thank you. It's new. I like it too. But I heard you say, I thought you.
I thought you had a really nice dress.
That's very nice. Okay. I thought how nice it was that you got to come with your dad. And then you guys get to all be together today.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're thinking things all the time, even though we don't say it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say about Dad looking tan, and I didn't say, oh, it's so nice that you guys are together. But I was thinking that in my head. And people are thinking things about other people all the time. But sometimes things happen. And we might not understand what's happening. I'm going to get some pictures or some cards because I want to show you some examples, okay? So it's really important for us to be flexible when we're thinking. Do you know what flexible means? Have you heard that word before?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, what's flexible?
No, I don't remember.
No? Okay. So flexible thinking is, well, flexible is like, you could be flexible. Let's see if your arm is flexible. Oh yeah, your arm is flexible. It can bend, right? This book, not flexible. I can't move it at all.
Your head is flexible.
Yeah. A spring is flexible. It can move, right? Hair can be flexible. Look at this. I can change the shape.
My dad's ear is flexible.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Very
me grab.
flexible.
Sit down, baby.
Oh, I want to see.
You want to carry this for me?
Sure. Where do you want me to put it?
On the table.
Okay.
I'm going to get our cards. There might be a couple pictures in there that we want to look at today.
When you said flexible, I just remembered when when we were talking about Glass Man and stuff like that.
Exactly. Because Glass Man, is he flexible?
No.
Totally not flexible. I'm so glad that you remembered that. Cool beans. All right, so if we're having flexible thinking, we call it, remember when we talked about social thinking? Kind of thinking about other people? So social thinking has to be flexible thinking. So here's one of the things that can happen. So, in this one, the teacher said, take a seat. And this kid, first he thought, I'm supposed to pick up a chair. Because she said, take a seat. He's like, take a seat. And then he thought to himself, that's probably not right. Because, you know how he knew? How did he know?
Because
He thought maybe he was supposed to do that, but then how did he figure it out?
he figured out that he was supposed to sit on it.
How did he figure that out? Maybe he looked around and he saw the other kids. Nobody else is picking up a chair.
He looked at everybody else, and okay, maybe he's.
I think he's just putting down his backpack.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just set his backpack on the desk. But maybe he thinks, I'm supposed to take a chair, but then he looks around, he's like, clearly that's not right. And he thinks to himself, oh yeah, sometimes words don't mean what they say. Kind of like, don't judge a book by its cover. Remember we said that can really be about a book, right? But we can also say it about a person. We could say, let's say that I saw somebody standing outside the window, and maybe they're not dressed very nice and they're kind of dirty.
Yeah.
You know what I might think about that? What?
You might think they're a little mean and stuff.
I might think maybe that's a bum. Maybe it's somebody who doesn't belong here. Maybe that's a dangerous person that shouldn't be around the office. I might think that stuff. But you know what? That's just me judging that person by how they look. Maybe it's the owner of the building. Maybe he was working on the roof. And he came down to get some stuff out of the tool shed. And that's why he looks dirty and kind of messy. And I just made a guess about him, but it was a wrong guess. So sometimes that happens, that we hear people say things like, don't judge a book by its cover, about and there's no book there. And you're like, what are you talking about, right? And then you figure it out, and you say to yourself, oh, that's not what she meant. She meant something different, right? So that's part of being flexible. Being flexible is saying, sometimes people say things, they don't mean what they're saying. Okay? So here's another kind of flexible thinking. Oh, I want to get the card out for that. Okay? People may say things that mean something different than what we thought that they meant. Sometimes that happens. So we have to be flexible, right? Okay. So, now, what if someone says, like, you have to let someone else be first in line?
Or Oh, that's me. Look, I just.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we want to do that one next?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that one next. We'll go back to the one about first in line. Let's say that you're at school and somebody's backpack bumps you. If he has flexible thinking, he might look around and he might say, that guy bumped me, but then he might look around and say, it's really crowded in here. Probably that was an accident. That was an accident. And so that's kind of having flexible thinking. But you know what? A kid who doesn't have flexible thinking, you know what they're going to say?
What?
Hey, stop pushing me. That guy's such a jerk.
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't even mean to do it, right?
Yeah.
So this happened to me. I was at Costco a couple weeks ago, and I was pushing my cart. The carts are pretty big. I was pushing my cart, and there was a cart over here just stopped, and a cart over here just stopped, and I was kind of going between them. I thought, I can get between them. Guess what I did?
What?
I bumped this guy's cart really hard. Boink. Big bump. And you know what? Do you think he was a flexible thinker or not flexible? A not flexible thinker would say, hey, don't hit my cart. Stop touching my cart. Or a flexible thinker might think, oh, it's probably an accident. What do you think he was? A flexible thinker? Okay, so here's what happened. I bumped his cart really hard. And I said, I'm so sorry. And he said, don't worry a bit. And I could tell because he said that. He didn't say, well, that's okay. If he said that, I would think, oh, not a very flexible thinker. He probably was mad at me. But when he said, oh, don't worry a bit about it, I could tell, this guy's a flexible thinker. He knows it's an accident. I didn't try to do it. Sometimes those things happen, right? Mm-hmm. Have you ever had something like where Quinn bumped you? And you said, Quinn hit me. And Quinn's like, it's an accident.
That happens a lot.
Does it happen a lot? Yeah, because it happened at my house too when I was a kid.
We don't get along at all.
Okay, so sometimes people might do something that we don't right away understand. You might think, oh, they did it because they're being mean, but maybe that wasn't the reason.
Figure out why people might do something we don't immediately understand.
Yeah. Like, at first he might have thought that that guy was being mean to him, but then he understood. It's just crowded, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you like the pink? Mm-hmm. It's pretty, isn't it? All right, so here's another one. What if someone says, Kira, I know you want to be first in line today, but you can't be first. Somebody else has to be first in line. Okay, so a flexible thinker would say, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How about somebody who's not flexible, who's inflexible? What are they going to say?
They would say, hey, please. No, please not, please. No.
Maybe not please? What would they say?
They would say, yes, please do it.
Yeah, it's my turn. I should be first.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Okay, exactly. Mm-hmm. And so what that person's not thinking is, because a flexible person knows that when a teacher says something like that, usually it's because other people have to have a chance, right? Mm-hmm. It can't always be the same person first. I have a friend who comes to visit me, and he's not a very flexible thinker sometimes. And at lunchtime, he's in preschool, and at lunchtime, there are a couple different tables, and the teacher sits at one table, and they hand out numbers to decide who gets to sit at the table with the teacher. If you have a special number, then you get to sit at that table. And sometimes he doesn't get it. And he gets mad because he wants to sit at the table with the teacher. But what he's not thinking about is the reason that the teacher is passing out the cards is because she wants it to be fair so that everybody gets a chance to sit with the teacher, because everybody wants to, right? Mm-hmm. It's not fair if he sits with her every day. Let's say at her table maybe there are only 3 other chairs, and he sits at one other chair every day. That means only 2 other kids get a chance every day. And so sometimes we have to think about what other people might want or need. And that might mean that we don't get our own way.
Think about what other people might want or need. This might mean not getting out our own way.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of an important thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's say that you're in school. Well, hold on, what's this last one that I didn't tell you about? Oh, let's say that you're at school and there's a special assembly. And so usually when you go to class, you have reading, and then you have math, and then you have recess, and then you have science, okay? But today there's an assembly for the first hour. So the teacher says we're going to do reading in the afternoon. A flexible person would say, well,
Okay.
today's a different day. We don't usually do it that way, but today we have to do it that way, right? An inflexible thinker would say,
I don't know.
we always do reading first. We have to do reading first. Reading is first.
Yeah.
And the teacher says, well, it was a crazy day because we had the assembly. And he says, but we have to do reading first. Reading is first. That tells me that kid's not very flexible, right? Sometimes we have to be flexible about stuff. Things don't always happen the same way. So that was the last one. That's things have to happen in a different order or a different way.
Know that sometimes things happen to you in a different order or a different way than we're used to.
Yeah, or what if you had a substitute teacher? And the substitute teacher, maybe she has you guys line up by rows for lunch.
That happens, yeah, we do that.
Do you do that? Okay, so let's say that that's what your regular teacher has you do. But your substitute teacher doesn't do that. She just says line up for lunch and everybody lines up. It's like a big mess. Everybody's lining up. So an inflexible student might say,
That's not how we do it.
that's not how we do it, right?
Yeah.
A flexible thinker says,
Okay.
it's just for this one day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not the end of the world. Okay, so here's an example. I want you to tell me which one this is, okay? So a teacher calls on somebody beside you to answer a question, even though your hand is raised. Your hand is raised, you know the answer, and the teacher calls on somebody else, not you. Which one is that? Oh, whoops.
Can you say it again?
Okay, so the teacher called on somebody besides you. You had your hand up, but so did some other kids, and the teacher didn't choose you, she chose somebody else. And you know the answer.